Hey there, I'm Han.
And I'm Kat, and we're Brews and Reviews.
Today's video, we are going to be doing the Intimidating TBR Tag.
Yeah.
We got tagged by Stacks on Stacks on Stacks.
Yeah, if you've not checked out her channel, go over there, because she's great.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry about...
The fact that we look like garbage bags.
Yeah.
It's late, it's after work, we're tired, but we thought we'd film because we're so dedicated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
this is what you get. I mean, I'm kind of sorry at what we look like, but I'm kind of not, because this is our aesthetic.
I mean, I live in pyjamas, and if you could see the bottom half of me right now, I am in pyjamas. So yeah.
What happened?
It's just how we roll.
Anyway.
Should we start?
Yeah.
Okay. Question 1. What books were you unable to finish?
Okay, so I went with Jane Eyre for this one because I took Jane Eyre on holiday with me to Spain. Like, I don't know why, I just thought that would be a great time to read it. 30-degree heat, like I'm melting because I'm pale and British, and you know, I started reading it, and it's cold winter Britain, you know, rain in the drawing room, and I just couldn't read it. It was just so far removed from where I was. It was like, ugh, I just didn't connect with it, so I couldn't read it, and I haven't picked it up since. And it's kind of sad. I want to, but I just haven't.
I chose the Sword of Truth series. I got up to the 3rd book, which is the Blood of the Fold.
Yeah.
And it was okay. There were parts about it that I did like.
Yeah.
But on the whole, I mean, it just bored me a little bit. It took me so long to read as well. I think it just put me in a reading slump. Like, I didn't want to read anything else after it, is my problem, because it took me so long, and I was like, I was just not in the mood to read.
Yeah, the thing with that series as well is it definitely goes downhill. Like, with the first book, I had this nostalgic factor about it, and because I loved the first book, and mostly I realised on rereading that it is the nostalgia factor, but there are some good parts of it, but there are problems too. And it just goes downhill as it goes. Our bookish Cheryl actually did a video on Blood of the Fold recently, which you should go and check out if you want to hear some interesting things about Blood of the Fold, because yeah, she raises a lot of the issues that are very prevalent in this series.
Question 2. What books haven't you had the time to read?
Alright, mine, I had to go and grab the book because it's a Clockwork Orange. Okay, this book is puny. Puny, tiny little book. Why haven't I got the time? No. Why haven't I had the time to read this book? Because I can't be bothered to try and figure out what the hell anyone's saying. Hang on, wait.
I was going to do this for my A-level coursework, and I decided against it. Like, I'm very glad I did.
We sat in the Karoo of a milk bar making up our Razadukes to do what with the evening, a flip dark chill winter bastard though dry. What is that? Who's got time for that? I just want to read a book.
Isn't there a film of it?
Yeah.
Is a film like that?
I don't know, probably a bit. Who's got the patience?
I know.
Anyway, what did you pick?
I chose Inkheart.
Oh, okay.
I've always wanted to read it, and I like the film, but I've heard the book's a lot better.
It really is.
And I've always wanted to read it, but it's just one of them ones where another book's just come along and taken the limelight, and I just haven't got there yet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I will definitely read it at some point, but I just haven't had the time.
So Dustfinger is super cute in it. I just love Dustfinger.
I really love Dustfinger. Question 3. What are you yet to read because it's a sequel?
Okay, so no surprise as to what mine is. It is the Dark Artifices trilogy series? Trilogy? Dark Artifices by Cassandra Clare, and the Mortal Instruments books that take place after the Infernal Devices. Currently reading Clockwork Princess right now, and I can't read the rest of the Mortal Instruments and finish that until I finish this one, so that's my answer.
I'm so glad I got around to them. Finally.
Eventually. I know, I'm sorry. I am a bad person.
I chose the Heroes of Olympus series. Yeah. I've read up to the House of Hades. And to be fair, I do like Percy Jackson anyway. I know,
Who doesn't?
like, exactly. I know the original ones are quite young, but I grew up reading them, so I do enjoy them. But I feel like these ones are a little bit, they're not too much older, but do you know what I mean? And
yeah, he's grown up as well.
yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
And from what I remember of them, because I read them quite a while ago, they are really good. So I would like to reread the whole of them again and then go on to the next one. So, but yeah, I feel like that is one for me to do quite soon. Question 4. What books have you not read yet because they're brand new? I chose When the Ash Rains Down by Cecilia Earle, and from what I've read about it, it sounds quite good. I'll read you like a little snippet. It says, the final battle between heaven and hell is about to begin, and the devil has set his sights on claiming a human-angel hybrid, 18-year-old Julie White. First of all, right, though, what is that name?
I know, I do hate when people like name their characters stupid things.
Like, I hate it.
Symbolic things and rubbish like that. Anyway, just give him a normal name.
Exactly.
I want to hear like Frank from down the road or something like that.
No, but it's just to use as a pawn to destroy heaven and earth. But basically, it sounds like there's demons in it, and you know, it sounds quite my style of book.
Yeah,
doesn't it, really?
yeah.
I feel like it's me all over.
Yeah.
So when I was looking, you know, through a list of what's going to be released soon and what has recently been released, that is one that did catch my eye. So
yeah, I chose Your Welcome Universe. I'm really interested in reading Your Welcome Universe. I've heard a lot about it, and it's basically about a deaf Indian girl who goes to a school for the deaf, and she's also a street artist, and she covers up a slur against one of her best friends and gets expelled from the school. And then she has to enroll in like mainstream school, and she's the only person who can't hear. And I just think that there are so many things about that book that are so intriguing. I don't think I've ever read a book with a deaf main character. I definitely haven't read a book with a street artist as a main character.
Yeah.
And I really want to know more about the Indian culture. I want to read so many more diverse books, and that one sounds amazing, so.
Question 5. What book haven't you read because of the author?
Oh, mine's sad. I'm taking this question slightly away from its normal route and bringing it to sadness, because my books, well, it's kind of a series. The books I will not read because of the author are the Troy series by David Gemmell, because, oh my god, it'll make me sad. Basically, he died while he was midway through writing it, and he died like a couple of weeks before I started getting into his books as well, but he died midway through writing this Troy series, and his wife finished them off.
That's so sad.
Yeah, but it's kind of cute though that she finished it off.
Yeah.
But like, that's not the reason I don't want to read it. It's just that I haven't finished the rest of David Gemmell's works, and I want to finish the rest of it before I get to his final works, because
It would make you sad.
Yeah, that's why.
Well, mine's a bit boring compared to that. Mine's just Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth.
Yeah, but I have feelings like that about that too.
Like Diversion and all them.
It's a legion that did it.
Well, yeah. Diversion was good. I like Diversion.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Legion was.
It's a shame that one book could put me off an author, but it has. Like.
Yeah.
And that's why I've been quite hesitant to even go anywhere near it. Like, it just doesn't appeal to me. Question 6. What book haven't you read because you're just not in the mood?
Mine is Titus Andronicus by William Shakespeare. I feel like I have to be in a certain mood to read Shakespeare, and I really, really want to read Titus Andronicus. It is one of the next ones that I am like dying to read. I love a good tragedy. And that one's particularly brutal and gross, and I love that. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading it, but you've got to be in the mood for Shakespeare. If you're not in the mood for it, you're not going to enjoy it, and you're just going to be like...
Any classic books like that, like the fact that you want to read Jane Eyre as well, I mean...
That's just true.
I mean, I know I want to read Pride and Prejudice at one point, but, I mean, I feel like that's my limit.
Yeah. I'll get you into some sometime.
Maybe. Okay, mine is Legend.
Yes.
I think it's just because the thing is, I do want to read it, and it definitely will be read. But it was like Sword of Truth.
Right, don't put it in the same category. Legend is amazing.
No, I know, but it's that type of fantasy that...
It's heroic fantasy.
Well, yeah. And obviously, I know it sounds really silly, but I suppose I haven't really read many of them. The Sword of Truth series is probably my first one like it.
You need to read Legend.
I know, I do need to read Legend. I do.
It's so easy to read as well. It's not a difficult one to get into because his writing is very, like, it's just, you can jump right into it.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like I definitely will read it. I will read it. I mean, you're reading Mortal Instruments, so of course I've got to read it. So, question 7. What haven't you read because it's just humongous?
See, I went with a series for this one because I'm behind on series. I'm behind on some series, and the series that I want to read is the A Court of Thorn and Roses trilogy. I've heard so many great things about that trilogy, and I really want to read it. I need to read it. It's just thinking about how big they are, and the fact that there's 3 and I need to read all 3 of them is kind of making me go, I could just read something else that's smaller right now.
Yeah, I know what you mean by that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've chosen Mistborn.
Oh yeah.
Because I really do want to read it, and especially like them books that you've got, they're beautiful covers, and just for the covers you want to read it, don't you? Just because they're lovely, but I feel like it would just take me ages.
I don't think it would. I think it's the kind of book that you can, like, it drives you there and you get there. And I don't think that would take you very long. And I don't think Legend would take you very long. Not that I'm still trying to push you to read Legend, because you need to read it.
I know. To be fair, I feel like you've been trying to get me to read Legend longer than I can read Mortal Instruments.
I've been trying to get you to read Legend since I read Legend when I was 13. And you still not read it. So annoying.
Had a bad friend. Question 8. What book was it covered by, but it didn't actually get good reviews? See, I feel like it's different for me because I don't tend to buy books based on just what I see. I mean, I'm not opposed to a spur of the moment buy if I see a lovely looking book, but I do tend to buy books that you have either recommended me or have seen that look good and like perked my interest. So I don't tend to just go out and just buy a random book. I always buy one that I've been meaning to get. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? That has been on my to read.
You actually think about stuff usually before you buy it, whereas I, on the other hand, am just like, woo, a book, woo, a book, woo, a book, and then I buy it, and then I have no money, and then it's a vicious cycle of me drowning in books.
But as well, and the thing is, you buy me some in June for my birthday, some at Christmas, so it's like I get it equally spaced out, you know, drag them along.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. My book that I bought because I thought it might be okay, and I thought, oh, maybe this is a quick read, you know, that's alright, is a book called Bunker by Andrea Maria Schenkel. Anyway, I don't need to know about everyone else's rubbish reviews, because my review of this book is that it was utter garbage. Bunker was one that I read in like an evening, and then I was like, I'm so confused, what's happening? Like, the main character, who supposedly gets kidnapped in the beginning, is a nutcase, and like, she's like, I don't know, trying to run away, maybe not kind of trying to run away, and like, throwing her hands in some fire. Honestly, I couldn't tell you.
Them, don't you?
Like, why did I pick this book up? It wasn't written well, it didn't make any sense. I don't know what happened at the end, I just don't read that book.
No.
Take my recommendation from it, that it is garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage.
Question 9. What is your most important book on your TBR?
Mine is Winter Song by S.J. Jones. You could say that it isn't like really that important in the grand scheme of things, but it's important to me because I am a huge Labyrinth fan. It's like my childhood right there, and I'm just going to throw this out here. I was a big Labyrinth fan fiction person. I used to love reading it. I may have abandoned a couple of stories that I've written and still get people nagging me about it, even though it's been like 3 years. I just love Labyrinth. and I just can't wait to see what happens in there. It's really important to me, and I'm really hoping it's going to be good. We're actually going to be buddy reading that with Books and Looks in August, so I have to wait.
Yeah.
It's just, it's so much restraint. It's sat on my bedside table like,
like
calling me.
Mine is Jurassic Park.
Yes.
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. I love dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always wanted to read Jurassic Park anyway. And then especially even more since you told me like that it's just brilliant. So yeah, I feel like, and as well, because I am trying to branch out there with my genres and all that, you know, become a bit more diverse.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good way to start off on something that I'm actually interested in.
Yeah, especially because if you've seen the film of Jurassic Park, I mean, you pretty much know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
It doesn't deviate very much. It's very good. It's very good, and you feel the same tense feelings. I know I say this every time I talk about this book, but that is a really good book. I think everyone should read it.
Yeah. Question 10. Who do you tag?
We're going to be tagging Bookish Cheryl, who we have already mentioned.
And we're also going to be tagging Books and Things.
Yeah, so we'll let them know, and we're really looking forward to seeing your videos.
Yes.
We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, leave us a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.
Bye.